This week, we find out all there is to know about ideaed Xbox darling Cuphead. We spend some quality time with the cut and fold and paste PS4 experience of Tearaway Unfolded, and Jonny Robot geeks out just a little bit about the unholy fusion that is Total War Warhammer. This is Player Attack. Hi, I'm Jessica Citizen, and this week there is some quietly worrying news from Bethesda. We've been excited for Battlecry since we saw it revealed before E3 last year, and again when we got our hands on it at PAX Australia, and again when we played it at home as part of the closed beta test, but now it looks like the game might not get any further than that. The developers have spoken out and explained that they have concerns about whether Battlecry is meeting objectives. Battlecry Studios explains that it is evaluating what improvements need to be made to the game so it can meet Bethesda's quality standards. But we've been around long enough to know that statements like that often mean that the game has actually been scrapped, or it's in line for a complete overhaul to the point where it won't resemble the thing we've been playing. Either way, it is a bit sad. Battlecry was shaping up to look pretty great, even if it was treading some familiar territory. Heading to somewhat less familiar territory is a brand new Far Cry. Far Cry Primal goes back to the Stone Age, meaning that you'll be up against woolly mammoths and saber-toothed tigers when the game launches early next year. You play as Takar, a seasoned hunter and the last surviving member of his hunting group, as you try to survive in the savage land of Oros. Challenges come from your fellow humans, as well as the aforementioned wildlife, and Mother Nature might play a hand or two in making things difficult. Far Cry Primal is set to launch next February for PS4 and Xbox One, with a PC version following a month later. Coming even sooner than that is, of course, StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void, set to complete the StarCraft 2 trilogy when it launches next month. If you can't possibly wait that long, it's okay. The playable prologue, StarCraft 2 Whispers of Oblivion, is out right now and it is absolutely free. The new download includes 3 brand new missions and introduces some of the new stuff that we'll see in Legacy of the Void when it launches November 10. You can play the all-new content right now, even if you don't own any other StarCraft game, and if you like what you see, make sure you pre-order the upcoming expansion. And speaking of which, BlizzCon, the celebration of all things Blizzard, kicks off on November 6th, but if you're not able to get to Anaheim to watch all the action in person, there is a new way to check things out from home. Live streaming on your Xbox One. To watch the entire 2-day event, you will need a virtual ticket, but there will be a selection of free content streaming via the website as well as consoles. And before you get too excited about a potential console tie-in, we are told that the partnership is actually between Blizzard and Windows 10, not Xbox. We're not ruling anything out though, of course. Both companies are pretty good at keeping secrets and dropping bombshells. Whatever happens, we are expecting more about World of Warcraft, StarCraft 2, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm and Overwatch, and our fingers are firmly crossed for something Diablo-ish too. To esports now, and European team Virtus Pro have been named the inaugural winners of Australia's Crown CS GO Invitational, taking home the lion's share of a $55,000 prize pool. It was one of the largest esports events in the country, held at Melbourne's Crown Casino and broadcast live on Fox Sports. Local guys, Team Immunity, came second in the finals, and we will have more about the event on next week's show. Overseas, and the United States has crashed out of the League of Legends World Championships in the first round, with all 3 teams crumbling in the group stages. The World Final will be held on October 31st in Berlin's Mercedes-Benz Arena, where the world champion team stands to win $1 million. And speaking of League, Riot Games has banned third-party key reseller G2A from sponsoring any League of Legends teams, following the company's refusal to remove account selling and boosting from its website. G2A, understandably, is a bit annoyed by this decision, which it claims is heavy-handed and unfair. In quick news, if there is an iOS game you are particularly fond of, don't delete it from your phone even temporarily, or you might not get it back. A number of publishers, including Capcom, EA, Sega and 2K, are removing games from the App Store, so you may not be able to re-download your favourites. There are a number of reasons for this. Some games are being upgraded to work with iOS 9 and will be returned in due course, but others, like Australian-developed classics Flight Control and Real Racing, are being retired completely to make way for new and exciting titles. As long as the game is on your phone, you should be okay, even if it doesn't work quite right after you upgrade to iOS 9, but if you have already removed it from your device, you are taking your life into your own hands. And this week's movie news comes from a slightly different place than where we're used to. Veteran video game actor Nolan North has come out to say that fans simply do not want an Uncharted movie, no matter what Sony and the film companies might say, and no matter who steps into the role of Nathan Drake. He believes that gamers have so much emotional investment with Nathan Drake that they would find it very difficult to accept somebody else in the role. And before you ask, no, he's not even suggesting that he take on the top job, because gamers wouldn't accept his face, even though he is the authentic voice of the character in the games. If things keep going the way they have so far, North might not really have much to worry about. The Uncharted movie has been in development hell for more than half a decade, losing actors, directors and writers. It is currently scheduled for a 2017 release, but we're not holding our breath. For more information on any of these stories, or to keep up to date with the latest gaming news, head to playerattack.com. But for now, stick around, got plenty more still to come.